Welcome back to Stories from the Bible, where we explore the Bible one chapter at a time. Today, we are diving into Genesis chapter 2, a chapter that gives us a closer look at creation, rest, and humanity's beginnings in the Garden of Eden. Settle in as we uncover the depth and beauty of this passage. Okay, so Genesis chapter 2 begins with a profound moment, the completion of creation. By the seventh day, God had finished his work and it was perfect. And he rested. Let's read those verses together, okay? So, from verses 1 of Genesis chapter 2. By the seventh day, God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day, he rested from all his work. Then God blessed the seventh day. That's why we rest on the seventh day, okay? And made it holy. Because on it, he rested from all the work of creating that he had done. So, okay, some people argue that the seventh day is Saturday, some say it is Sunday. I think I'll do a video and dive deeper into that once we finish doing the whole Bible. So yeah, I'll delve into that later. So rest is holy, and here God sets an example for us. Rest is not just a break from work. It's a sacred rhythm, a time to reflect, enjoy the fruits of labor. How often do we pause to rest and acknowledge the blessings in our lives? What does rest look like in your life? How can you make it a holy practice? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Okay, thank you. So, the narrative shifts to the detailed creation of humanity and the establishment of the Garden of Eden. Verse 7 is particularly moving. Okay, it says, then the Lord God formed a man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. From this Genesis chapter 2, we usually get the second account of creation, where in the first, God and man and woman were just created, and then in this second one, it is God formed man from dust and breathed into his nostrils. Then later, it's when God removed man's rib and then created woman. So this imagery is powerful. It reminds us of our humble origins, when God formed a man from dust of the ground, and unto dust he shall return. It reminds us of our humble origins and the divine breath that sustains us. Every breath we take is a gift from God. In Eden, God provided everything: trees pleasing to the eye and good food, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Eden wasn't just a physical paradise, it was a place of divine provision and relationship. So, the description of the rivers flowing from Eden paints a picture of abundance and blessing. These rivers are Pishon, Gihon, Tigris, and Euphrates, nourish the land and symbolizes God's provision. Gold, aromatic resin, and onyx are also mentioned, highlighting the richness of creation. This reminds us that God's blessings are both spiritual and material. God blessed Adam in the garden and placed him to work on it and take care of it, giving him the freedom to eat from any tree except one. And the tree is the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. This command teaches us about stewardship and boundaries. God's restrictions are not to limit us but to protect us. How do we respond to the boundaries God sets in our lives? What are some ways you can be a better steward of the blessings in your life? Let me hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you. So God said, it is not good for the man to be alone. This is the first time something in creation is described as not good. So God created a helper suitable for Adam. The creation of Eve from Adam's rib symbolizes unity and equality. Adam's response is poetic. This now is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. Flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man for relationships, unity, partnership, and mutual respect. What does this teach us about the importance of companionship and community? These are some of the thoughts I would like to hear in the comments below. Okay, I would really appreciate it. Thank you for being here once again. Okay, before I go, so Genesis chapter 2 is a chapter of completion, provision, and relationship. It shows us that God's design for humanity is intentional and full of care. You are intentional. You are not born by mistake. God created you for a reason. It was an intentional creation. As we move forward in our journey through the Bible, let's reflect on how we can all align our lives with God's purpose. Okay? And remember, always read the Bible for yourself so that you can be able to interpret the Bible for yourself. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'd like to hear your thoughts on Genesis chapter 2 in the comments below, and see you next time as we explore Genesis chapter 3 and the story of the fall.